Guys, we should totally do like a confession candy salad, you know.
Yeah, we should do that.
I love. Guys, I'll start. Okay, I brought some Sour Patch Kids, and one time I stole like $20 from my mom.
Brought some Skittles, and one time I ate the last brownie and blamed it on my dad.
Yeah, so I brought the kisses, and one time I hid my report card from my mom. I didn't tell her. I really like that one.
I'm Miss Short, and I brought a bunch of grapes from the back of my fridge. One time, I was driving at night, and it was really, really dark and foggy, and I never really saw what I hit, but it almost totaled the side of my car, and I keep telling myself it was a deer, but I don't think it was a deer. There was never any fur, but there was blood, but I just keep telling myself, because I have to live with that every single day, that it was a deer. So I think it probably was. Okay. No, I've got more. I brought rocks. My grandmother, she was in the ICU. She had been in there for days, right? So my phone, I wasn't really taking care of myself very well because I was so stressed out about my grandma. My phone was on 3%. I didn't realize that what I unplugged was the life support, but she died and I told everyone, I plugged it back in. I did. I plugged it back in and I told everyone, and she was peaceful in her sleep. She went peaceful in her sleep. She didn't. I'm actually pretty heated from that one. Maybe I need a little bit of a break. Snaya, do you want to go?
Yeah, so one time...
You call that a confession? Okay, it's 1994. I just graduated college. Me and Frank, the busser from the Olive Garden, we are driving down the road. We're going 90. Speed limit 50. So we don't really know what we're getting into that night because we had a bad shift. I'm talking real bad. Guess what? Wasn't a deer that time either. I don't want to get into it with Frank and tell him this has happened to me once before, but I gotta hide this body because they're gonna be on my case twice in the last like 4 years, right? Frank's uncomfortable. He's like, we gotta call the cops. We gotta call the cops. I'm like, wow, he's weak. I knew he was weak. I could tell the second
I'm
I saw
uncomfortable.
him. Yeah, well, you know, think how I feel. Think how I felt in that moment.
I'm sorry.
Okay, anyways, no, really, this is the good part. So I tell Frank, you just get the head. I really got the body. I'd been working out a lot back then, so it was no problem. So Frank's crying. Oh my God, crying, tears down his face. He's never done this before. I throw it in the trunk. I didn't even really probably need his help. He's getting so like sappy on me, saying like, oh my gosh, what if that guy had a kid, a wife? I'm like, oh my goodness, who cares? Who cares? Either way, I knew instantly because, okay, weeks pass and Frank just keeps saying, I can't live like this. I can't live like this. I'm going. I knew what I had to do. And I did. I took care of him. Guess what? Here's the thing. I'm not actually Frank. Put those back! The thing about Frank is he had a squeaky clean record. Nothing on that. Not even a traffic violation. And I knew because I looked him up. You know, the weeks he was getting all wheezing on me. I looked him up. Clean record. I'm like, this could be good. He was pretty much a nobody. No one even knew who he was. And I took that moment and I said, I know what I have to do. I took him down. Go. You guys are all getting a little antsy on me. Everyone okay? You said it was confession candy salad. Confession candy salad.
We were just, like,
I thought it was like a trust thing.
Yeah,
We listen, we don't judge. It's not like this.
It was like that, but like we were doing like, see,
You guys are just like Frank. This is exactly what happened with Frank.
No, we're not. We are not like Frank. We're not like Frank.
I'm just running to the restroom real quick.
Guys, what do we do?
I don't know what's his name.
Someone call 911. Someone call 911.
Who's gonna call 911? You call 911.
I can't count.
Frank was my uncle.
Sinatra?